Back with our talk around on Inside Tennessee, Don and Susan. Don, let's start with you. Mask mandate, more news on that from Judge Greer. He offered some new exceptions for the school district on this fall break week. Will we see more from the judge on this, do you think?
I don't think, at least as it relates to the current temporary injunction, we'll see much more. We could. Judge Greer, though, was very limited and very specific and very pointed as to the exceptions. And not only was he very pointed, he required the schools to monthly report the name and a fairly explicit description of the condition warranting a mask exception. Judge Greer is not fooling around, and I think his Exhibit 1 to that is Superintendent Bob Thomas saying, if you're not wearing a mask, you're going home, you're being counted as absent, and as Susan pointed out during the break, if you're counted as absent, you don't get to make up your homework. So it's a pretty serious mandate from Judge Greer, as all federal judge mandates should be and are, and it's going to Bob Thomas has clearly acted very serious as it relates to that ruling.
Susan, let's pivot quickly to Randy Boyd. He was in the news, offered a couple of apologies for planning to host a political breakfast, and he says he was never going to host it, but at least help State Senator Mark Pody with a fundraising effort. Your thoughts on what's transpired?
Well, I think UT President Randy Boyd's doing a great job as president of UT. It's a place where generally presidents in the past have not engaged in any partisan politics. I think Randy found that out pretty quickly and did apologize and did pull his name out from paying for the breakfast, and totally said he wasn't hosting, he wasn't paying for it, he was out of that. And that was a very wise move on his part. He's got a lot of things going on personally with the stadium and all of that. So, and he's been on the top fold of the paper a couple of times in the last few days. Not necessarily a place a president of the University of Tennessee wants to be. So, but I think he made the right decision. He's probably learned a good lesson.
Susan,
we know Randy can run, but he can moonwalk also.
We'll leave it there. We appreciate the analysis. And if you want to engage in the political process, go vote for city council.